The story of Emperor Ashoka, often known as Samrat Ashok. In his early days, young Ashoka dreamed of the future he would carve for himself as he sat with his father's sword by his side. Ashoka sat with his father, learning the complex governance of the empire, absorbing the wisdom of the elders in the royal court. Training for the battlefield began early for Ashoka. He showed unmatched determination as he honed his skills with the sword. With his father's passing, Ashoka stepped forward, accepting the responsibility of an empire with the weight of the crown upon his head. Before the Kalinga War, Ashoka gathered his generals and studied the battle maps, determined to expand the empire at any cost. The Kalinga War changed everything. As Ashoka stood on the bloodied battlefield, the horrors of conquest weighed heavily on his soul. The weight of the war pressed down on Ashoka's heart. He sat alone, reflecting on the violence and questioning his path. One day, Ashoka met a Buddhist monk who spoke of peace and nonviolence. This encounter planted the seed of transformation in his heart. Ashoka renounced violence and accepted Buddhism. Before the Buddha's statue, he swore to protect all living beings. Ashoka's reign now focused on peace and welfare. He began building hospitals and welfare centers to care for his people. Ashoka sent missionaries across the land to spread the teachings of peace and compassion. His influence reached far and wide. Ashoka built the great stupa at Sanchi, a monument of devotion and a symbol of his dedication to peace. Ashoka spoke directly to his people about Dharma, teaching compassion, tolerance, and nonviolence in every corner of his empire. In his later years, Ashoka would walk peacefully through monasteries, finding solace in the teachings of Buddha. Ashoka sent his son Mahinda on a mission to spread Buddhism beyond the borders of the Mauryan Empire, ensuring its lasting impact. Ashoka proudly viewed the completed Great Stupa at Sanchi, a lasting monument to his dedication to peace in the teachings of Buddha. Ashoka issued the famous edicts of nonviolence and Dharma, having them inscribed on pillars across his empire for future generations to follow. As the years passed, Ashoka's reign became known for its unprecedented peace, symbolized by the Ashoka Chakra, which represented progress and Dharma. Ashoka hosted Buddhist monks from distant lands, sharing the teachings of Buddha and spreading the message of peace far beyond his empire's borders. One of Ashoka's lasting legacies was his decision to send emissaries of peace and Buddhism to foreign lands, influencing the cultures of distant nations. Ashoka meditated often in his later years, finding peace within and reflecting on the wisdom of the Buddha's teachings. Ashoka met his spiritual advisors regularly, learning deeper aspects of the Dharma and the path of nonviolence. Ashoka's compassion extended to animals as well. He declared sanctuaries where animals could live in peace, protected by law. Ashoka issued laws to protect his people, ensuring that justice was upheld throughout his empire, with kindness and fairness at its core. During his reign, Ashoka supported the construction of monasteries and educational institutions, ensuring that knowledge and spirituality flourished. Ashoka's reign became synonymous with the values of Dharma and nonviolence, changing the course of history for the Indian subcontinent. Ashoka sent his daughter Sanghamitta on a mission to Sri Lanka, where she played a key role in spreading Buddhism. Ashoka spent his later years ensuring that his empire was a place of peace and welfare, leaving behind a legacy of compassion. In his final years, Ashoka made one last pilgrimage to sacred Buddhist sites, meditating on the teachings that had transformed his life. As Ashoka neared the end of his life, he gazed upon the legacy of peace he had built, knowing that his message of Dharma would live on forever.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to visit us again. Before you go, please subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to like and share the video.